Good evening, all. How are you all? Happy to come to Hyderabad. How many of you shifted to Hyderabad recently? Almost all. అందరూ రెడ్ బస్ ఎక్కారు. Good. Uh, how many of you have some or the other exposure of UPSC? Some or the other exposure? తీసుకున్నారు. ఎక్కడ? వాజీరామ్. Good. Anyone else? Hamid. Diksha. From where you have taken? Hyderabad? Diksha Foundation. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. What do you expect me to talk in the next 1 hour or so? Why is it that what we tell in the beginning, you won't follow in future? Why that submission mode does not switch on? I'm asking question. What happens? Who influences your mind? Say your classes are going to start from tomorrow. Just first week you will have 2 hours classes. उसके बाद 4 घंटे का class होगा. Every day you will have 4 hours of classes, right? 4 hours of classes will minimum take 1.5 hours for revision. 1.5, maybe 2 hours also for revision. And 2 hours of NCERT, 2 to 3 hours of current affairs. ये आपका approach रहेगा for long time to come. Why it becomes so difficult is my question. Because most of you would stop doing and start thinking how to do. Most of you, trust me, because exactly a month before a batch was started, the April batch, I started on 28th of April. We are starting your batch on 27th of April. Next batch is on 24th of June. एक महीने में people are like, sir, समझ में नहीं आ रहा है क्या करना. मतलब तुमको समझने के लिए किसने बोला है? Who asked you to think in the first place? I told you, attend 4 hours class, 2 hours of revision, 2 hours of NCERT, 2 hours of current affairs. And I told them very clearly, first 90 days current affairs, you will not understand anything. And more importantly, not supposed to also. So what I shall be doing with all of you is understand this. My first goal with all of you is to ensure that you understand the newspaper. This is my first goal with you. My personal goal, not institutional goal. My personal goal. To understand the newspaper, polity, economy, international relations, internal security, these 4 subjects have to be understood. Polity, economy, IR, internal security. These are the 4 subjects that have to be made understood to you. So what I shall be doing is, once the orientation session is over, I'll immediately start IR terminology, economy terminology. In 15 days, 2 weeks basically, 10 days, 2 weeks, I'll complete the IR and economy terminology to you. So 2 major pillars you have understood. 3 days internal security I'll make you understand, and immediately start with your polity subject. So earliest you start understanding what is there in the newspaper. अरे समझ में आ रही है बात? You understanding? Shake the head horizontally if you are not, vertically if you are. ये ऐसे इंडिया पाकिस्तान किसने बोला रे बनाने के लिए? तुम ऐसा क्यों इंडिया पाकिस्तान बना के बैठे? हाँ, प्रीवियस बैच दे आर पाकिस्तान, वी आर इंडिया. ओके, ठीक है. हाँ, पिछले बैच से दिस साइड वाज हेवी, दिस बैच इज दिस साइड हेवी. How many of you have the habit of reading newspaper? Telugu అయినా పర్వాలేదు. Imagine Imagine the fate of our country. A student who is aspiring to become an IAS officer does not have the habit of reading newspaper, but has the dream of coming in the newspaper. Yes or no? I generally used to use one photograph where an old village man is sitting reading a newspaper. Something is happening next to him, he is not bothered, he is engrossed in the newspaper as if he is going to change something in the world. It shows that he is a person who wants to know what is happening in my surroundings, and that is the first nature of a leader. You should know as a matter of responsibility. Exam nahi, exam bhul jao. With me, if you are preparing for UPSC, you have to forget UPSC and prepare. If you keep exam in mind, trust me, प्रेशर बढ़ेगा, बीपी बढ़ेगा. जगदम्बा हॉस्पिटल बगल में ही, एंड वन बेड इज रिजर्व्ड फॉर एकम. ठीक है, यू डोंट हैव टू पे एनीथिंग ऑल्सो. यू जस्ट टेल एकम, बोला सो जाओ, आ जाओ. तो डोंट टेक एग्जाम का स्ट्रेस इन योर प्रिपरेशन. You are studying to learn things. Keep that as your motto. Trust me, exam you will happily clear. But if you keep exam in the mind, it will not allow you to study. Forget exam. Prepare for, okay, I have come to Hyderabad, leaving my hometown and my parents and my family, maybe girlfriend, boyfriend also, with a pure intention to learn. What learn? Few subjects. What learn? To know what is happening around me. If I say, if I tell, take name of two countries, Pakistan and United States of America. If I ask you, who is the enemy of India? Pakistan. See, Bola Shankar, he is not your enemy at all. He does not have the capacity to be your enemy. The enemy is somebody else. He is making him play as if he is enemy of India. ये आपको बात कब समझ में आएगी? When will you understand? When you come out of the box of exam window and try to know things beyond reality. See, understand, in this world, कार्ल मार्क्स का नाम सुना? कार्ल मार्क्स का नाम सुना? Just passing by, Karl Marx, you know what he said? Religion is the opium of masses. क्या बोला? Religion is the opium of masses. Opium is a drug. If you take a drug, you sleep. Yes or no? He says, whenever a king has to divert the attention of his kingdom from his incapacity to rule them, he will give one tablet called religion to his masses. They consume that tablet and sleep. What does it mean? At many a times, religion is used as a tool by few of the political masters with an intention to divert your attention from his incapacity to rule you effectively or efficiently. Understand? So you need to understand what comes in the newspaper. No, why it has come in the newspaper, why it has come today, why the author is talking in these lines. The day you can imagine, say for example, the day you can guess what will come in tomorrow's Hindu editorial, that day your preparation is going on in the right direction. It is not about reading the article, understanding it and writing in the exam. That is secondary. The day you understand why the author is talking like this, why this article has been written today only, why not before? Abhi, you all believe in judiciary, right? We all believe in judiciary. Judiciary naam suna hai? What is judiciary, amma? What is the function of judiciary? What is the function of judiciary? Telugu mein batao. जुडिशरी का फंक्शन क्या है? जस्टिस, डिलीवरी ऑफ जस्टिस. सिंपल स्टेटमेंट, डिलीवरी ऑफ justice. Can I say It basically is trying to remove revenge responsibility from you. It is basically obviating you from the responsibility of revenge. In the absence of judiciary, you will go pick up a sword and run behind somebody. If there is a judiciary, you will go to the police station, you lodge a complaint. So what judiciary has done? It has told you don't take the revenge. On your behalf, I will take the revenge. Yes or no? Yes or no? The same way, 70% of you, when I asked why UPSC, you all said social service. 70% of. I know in that 70%, 99.9999% is a falsified state. Is a falsified statement. Everybody does UPSC for their self-aggrandizement only, self-growth only. Let me be very frank with you. But okay, even if that is the aim, out of that 100%, 1% also if you can do social service, trust me, you can bring a sea change in the society. Understand? You can bring a sea change in the society. Remember few things what I'll talk with you today. Open heart I'll talk with you. Okay? UPSC is the most simplest examination on this mother earth. The only examination that is not asking 70%, 80%, 90% marks in graduation. Not asking. Not differentiating BTech, BA, compartmental pass, 25 backlogs. It is not asking. It is only asking in my exam how you perform. It means it is trying to give a level playing field to everybody who has done some crimes in their education journey. So this is how UPSC giving an equal opportunity to all of you. If somebody is good in talking in English, don't be afraid of that person. Trust me, 90% he or she will not pass. Trust me. If somebody is struggling with the language, somebody is struggling to form a sentence before talking or writing, if he or she makes an effort, within 7 months they will be able to write excellent answers. UPSC is not needing, it is not asking for flamboyancy in English. UPSC को नहीं चाहिए. And in fact, if you write in flamboyant English, काट देगा. He wants simple power of expression. And the beauty of UPSC preparation is every subject has a vocabulary. Polity has its own vocabulary, IR has its own vocabulary, internal security has its own vocabulary, economy, history, every subject has its vocabulary. If you ask me personally, UPSC is nothing but, if you ask me personally, UPSC is nothing but a combination of 2500 words. That's all. A 2500 word, which word, where you have to use to form a sentence, if you know, you will pass UPSC. So can't you master 2500 words? So easy, right? But it becomes easy only when your approach is right. Only when your approach is right. So today we will talk about this approach of how to approach UPSC. Is there anyone sitting here who says my first and last attempt is 2025? ऐसा कोई भूत है यहाँ बैठा हो? First and last attempt is 2025. After that the world may get destroyed. ऐसा कोई है? 2025 first attempt कोई है? 1, 2. Okay, good. A small caution to all of you. A small caution to all of you. Try to give your best. I'm not denying it. We will also make efforts to ensure that you give your best shot for 2025. But it cannot be your final attempt. With me? Because I got one devil in the April batch. Well, I said 25 is the last attempt. What will happen? The stress level will build. If the stress level increases, we are genetically so designed, this will stop working. The day your stress level increases, your brain completely stops working. and if your brain stops working, how will you pass? आई बात समझ में? स्ट्रेस नहीं लेना, समझ में आ रही बात? You have to enjoy the process of UPSC learning. Enjoy does not mean रोज beer bottle. No. Enjoy means enjoy the class. See, few students I see, schedule will be given to you 1 week in advance, right? వాడు క్లాస్ కి చదివి వస్తున్నాడు. Then I asked, డబ్బులు ఎందుకు కట్టావు? Have you paid money to come and learn, or have you paid money to impress me? If you are paying money to impress me, what you have paid is very less. I'll take much more. So understand, the purpose of coming to the class is to learn. Okay? And one student came and told, sir, ఇంకా డెప్త్ లో కావాలి. నేను దూకేం చేస్తావు అందులో? గోల్డెన్ రూల్, GS you need to learn 12th standard only. GS उससे डेप्थ नहीं चाहिए. ऑप्शनल PhD स्टैंडर्ड करो, कोई भी नहीं मना कर रहा, बट फॉर GS दिस इज द स्टैंडर्ड. दैट्स व्हाई NCERT इज ओनली टिल, तुम्हारा सिलेबस में वही है. एंड इफ यू सी द सिलेबस, it is not talking about depth in GS, it is only talking about width in GS. I'll tell you how to approach prelims and mains today. Okay? Anybody sitting here who he or she does not know the structure of the exam, ऐसा कोई है कि prelims होता है, mains होता है, interview होता है? Anybody I have to explain the structure? No. Everybody is clear of the structure, no? How many papers in mains? Mains में कितना papers लिखना होता है? 7 plus 2 language papers. Okay, I'm sure you all are aware. You have 7 papers, out of which one is essay paper. There are 4 GS papers and 2 optional papers, 1 subject and 2 papers of optional. And each paper carries 250 marks. In prelims also we have the same 2 papers, GS1 and second paper GS2, which is called CSAT paper. The paper 1 has got 200 marks, the paper 2 also has got 200 marks. Does my prelim score carry forward to mains? So what does it mean? Prelims is only a qualifying paper. My marks will not count for the mains. In mains also we have 2 papers which are qualifying language papers. One is English compulsory language paper, which is the other paper, any language paper which is mentioned in the 8th schedule of the constitution. You can take Telugu, Hindi, Sanskrit, Tamil, Kannada, or any language you can take as your one of the languages in the paper. Now we'll start a discussion today by seeing something what one of our greatest prime ministers. Anyone who is your great favorite prime minister? Anyone, any name. You can take Modi also, don't worry, nobody will punish you first. Who was your favorite prime minister? Huh? Vajpayee only. Why? What did he do? Pokhran 2. What was the operation name? Come on, you should be knowing this. Pokhran 2 हुआ ना 1998 में. We did the nuclear test in 1998. It was called Operation Shakti. Operation 1 was done in 1974 when India became nuclear for the first time. It was called Operation Smiling Buddha. Who told the answer? कौन बोला? कोई बात नहीं, you are right. कौन? Why was it called Smiling Buddha? నువ్వు న్యూక్లియర్ బాంబు పేల్చేసి బుద్ధ పేరు తీసేసుకున్నావు. బుద్ధ వాజ్ అ పీస్ ఫెలో, రైట్? పాపం ఆయనేమో మరి మంచి మార్గం చేయండి రా అని చెప్పేసి ఆయన చెప్తే నువ్వు బాంబు పేల్చేసి బుద్ధుడి పేరు రాసేసావు. వై? ఎనీవన్ who is aware of the story? See, any operational name has a historical reason behind it. ऐसे नहीं है smiling Buddha. You cannot use Buddha's name with very, blasting a nuclear bomb. You know what is the story? In ancient times, Buddha was from Vaishali. Vaishali was one of the Janapadas, and next to that was Magadha. Magadha was militarily very superior than Vaishali. In Vaishali, the administration and the state was very weak. People were doing whatever they want to do. Law and order was very weak. Magadha used to frequently invade Vaishali, take its resources and go away. Buddha was very angry. He said, I know you should give space to the people to breathe, but it cannot be so space that anybody can come, beat and go anytime. So Buddha was very angry. When in 1974 India did the nuclear test, 10 years before India, China did the nuclear test in 1964 itself. So for 10 years, in a way, India's condition was like Vaishali and China's condition was equated with Magadha. So that is why when India became nuclear in 1974, they named the operation Smiling Buddha. The Buddha who was angry in ancient times finally smiles because I also got a nuclear weapon. Nobody can tame me the way they want. That's the history. ये पता होना चाहिए, है कि नहीं? So the purpose of education is to remove darkness from your head. That's the idea. The darkness from the head will not be removed from books. The darkness from the head will be removed from extraneous learning that you have to do. Means learning beyond the books. That's where you need to concentrate more on the newspaper. अरे समझ में आ रही है बात? ठीक है? If you see the last year paper 2023 prelims paper, any damn question you pick up and last में द हिंदू टाइप करके एंटर मारो, तुमको क्वेश्चन मिल जाएगा. Around 78 to 82 questions of last year prelims, just type the question and last में द हिंदू करके एंटर करो, which date, which paper that message was given as part of newspaper will be given. If somebody is not reading the newspaper, your hostel mate, roommate, study hall mate or whatever mate it may be, if they are not reading the newspaper and feeling great about it, let them feel. But you will definitely read the newspaper, but not immediately. 90 days, जो मैंने बोला ना, first 90 days you will have to depend on the daily handouts that will be given to you. If you miss out by any chance, website में जाओ और current affairs को पढ़ना. Develop the habit of knowing what is happening around the world, not only India, definitely what is happening around the world. Because see, UPSC is not a test of your knowledge. Please come out of that notion that it is a test of your knowledge. It is a test of your personality. It is not the test of your knowledge. It is testing your personality. If I give him power, will he use it for his own benefit or the well-being of others? That's the area where UPSC is testing you. The question may appear that he is testing your knowledge, but trust me, they are not testing your knowledge, they are testing your personality. What is personality and all? I'll teach you. Okay? Now, he says our nation is defined by its people, not by its borders. Means మన దేశ సరిహద్దులు కాదు, మన మనుషులు. You have that old Telugu song, no? దేశమంటే మట్టి కాదు, దేశమంటే మనుషులు. So that's what he's saying. Our nation is defined by its people and not by its borders. We count on our civil servants to uphold this spirit and serve with integrity, dedication, and empathy. It means he says, because my country is made up of my people and it is the responsibility of my civil servants to take care of my countrymen. There are military servants also, the military people, they are taking care of my borders. The same way I need people to take care of my people. The way they efficiently take care of my borders, I want them also to take care efficiently of my people. Just see the expectations. Just see the expectation. He is equating them with them. So this is where you have to rise. And to rise to that level, you should be educated. What does this education means? This education is the ability to decide what is right and what is. Is somebody asking for a favor which he or she is not authorized? Is somebody asking for a right which I am mandated to give him as part of my service? Empathy. You heard about this word sympathy and empathy? Anyone? What is the difference? Basic English. Sympathy. Jali. Sympathy means jali. What is empathy? What is empathy then? If sympathy is jali, what is empathy? Anyone? Other person's perspective. See, I'll give an example. Good, correct. See, there were two friends, A and B. A lost his mother, and B is blessed. Both the parents are, fine. One day, A calls B, "Arey, I lost my mother today morning." What B can feel for A is sympathy, jali. Ayyo, anta pani jarigipoyindira. But if B had already lost his mother, what B will show to A is not sympathy, it is empathy. Because he has now understood the meaning or the importance of losing a mother. So now what B can feel for A is empathy and not sympathy. And why he is talking that the bureaucrats have to deal with empathy means if somebody comes to you with a problem, you have to imagine that you have also gone through that problem. And you have to address that issue as if it is not his problem alone, it is also your problem. अरे समझ में आ रही है बात? So that's how the expectations has gone. ठीक है? Now this overview we have done. We are not going much into it. Yes, this slide I definitely wanted to show to all of you. This slide is basically talking about what? UPSC CSE prelims cutoff trend. In 2016, the cutoff was 116. UPSC prelims cutoff. Paper 1, we are talking about paper 1 cutoff. What was the number? 116. Last year, the cutoff that was released few days back, it was 75.41. Even if I leave 41, 25 marks here and 16 marks here. How many? 25 plus 16 is 41. 41 marks. Imagine in a span of 8 years, the difference has come down to 41 marks. Does it mean that the UPSC standard of paper is going high? Prelims ka? Does it mean? Could be. Could be. What is making this cutoff come down? Anyone? Anyone? You said you had some exposure. Anyone else? What is making this cutoff come down? One, we said the standard of paper has gone high, which I personally don't agree. You know what has gone high? It is not the question, it is the option. He is not playing with the question. The question is as simple as it can be. He is playing with the options. Earlier, if you know one or two options, you could with some logic eliminate the wrong answer and arrive at the right answer. Now he is giving the options in a way, unless and until you know all the four options with 100% accuracy, only then you can attempt the question, otherwise you cannot. So what is he demanding from all of you? What is he demanding from all of you? He has kept this easy. Trust me, he has kept this very easy. But he has difficulty level he has raised here. What is he expecting from all of us? What is he expecting from all of us? The expectation is do this 100 times. Then only you will be able to answer all, know what are the 4 options correctly. So understand what is the intent here. Read few, no problem. Read less, no problem. But read it thoroughly. If you do not read it thoroughly, you cannot answer the questions. So understand what is the expectation of the examiner. If you do not understand the expectation, then you are not properly appearing or preparing in the right direction. Understand this. Okay? Very, very important. This coming down does not mean the standard of paper is going high. No, not at all. It only means that these have gone high and he wants you to revise it thoroughly before you sit for the examination. Okay? Now, this was the general cutoff which the last year 2023 जनरल कैटेगरी 75, ओबीसी डिफरेंस देखो 0.5 का भी नहीं रहेगा, hardly 0.6, 0.7. The difference has gone down drastically. Here you may feel some heat, but mains में this what you call position may not be there. We'll talk about that also. Mains में इतना difference नहीं होगा, but prelims में for some reasons this year particularly was this much difference. So approximately 16 to 17 marks, approximately. If you go here, maybe around 20 odd plus marks. So that is the reason why, if which category you belong to, you have to reach there. Not so easy. Trust me, not so easy. I want to talk about this also. In the 100 questions that came in prelims last year, 38 questions were of very easy standard. 22 were moderate. 38 plus 22 कितना हुआ? 60. 60 into 2 कितना हुआ? कितना हुआ? What was the cutoff? Why you are struggling to get 175 also? You getting my point? 160 can be got with moderate and easy questions, and in 38, 11 questions came straight away from NCERT. వాడు సెంటెన్స్ కూడా మార్చలేదు. ఎవడో టాపర్ విధవ చెప్పాడు ఎన్సీఆర్టీ అవసరం లేదు అని చెప్పి మీరేం చేశారు? తగలబెట్టేశారు బుక్స్. ఏం జరిగింది? జీవితం సంకనాగిపోయింది. ఇన్ని బుక్కులు చదివారు, చెప్పిన బుక్స్ చదవకుండా అన్ని చదివారు. యు ట్రై టు అండర్స్టాండ్, ఈజ్ దిస్ యువర్ టార్గెట్? ఈజ్ దిస్ యువర్ టార్గెట్? అవసరమే లేదు. నాకు కావాల్సిందే 80 మార్కులు. వాడు ఎన్నని ఇచ్చుకొని డిఫికల్ట్ నాకేంది? ఇన్ ది ఈజీ, నాట్ ఈవన్ వన్ క్వశ్చన్ షుడ్ గో రాంగ్. ఈజీ క్వశ్చన్, నాట్ ఈవన్ one question should go wrong. In moderate, I should get 50-50. I am the game. నువ్వు 38 చేస్తేనే 76 వచ్చేసింది కదా. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? 38 into 2 76 only, no? If my maths is right, you passed. But what I did, I ran behind some research book or some research scholar or something. Zarurat hi nahi. And out of this 38 also, this year it came, so it does not happen every year. 12 questions from polity dead easy. Only 12 questions came in polity, all 12 dead easy questions. History 8 easy questions. Geography 9 easy questions. कितना है टोटल बताओ? 20? Next. 3 subjects 60 marks. క్లాస్ నోట్స్ రివైజ్ చేసుకొని వెళ్ళిపోతే చాలు 60 మార్కులు వస్తాయి. If somebody is not getting, it means they are going wider and wider, which is not required. అర్థమవుతుందా? ఓకే. మెయిన్స్ మార్కులు విల్ కమ్ బ్యాక్ టు దిస్ ఇన్ ద లాస్ట్, లీవ్ ఇట్ ఫర్ నౌ. ఇప్పుడు చేస్తే కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవుతుంది. హౌ టు అచీవ్ యూపీఎస్సి, హౌ టు అచీవ్ యూపీఎస్సి. This will fluctuate. Motivation fluctuates. Trust me. For me also motivation fluctuates. It is human. How motivated I am on a Friday, I am not so motivated on a Monday. Because I don't want to work. Simple. On Friday, Friday night, which never comes for me. Or feeling Friday night erosion. Sunday I am standing in front of you, wearing a coat in this hot weather. The very much possible that this will go up, this will come down. Very much possible. The only thing that will remain constant is what can bring you success is your discipline. If you have a timetable to get up at 6 a.m. in the morning, even if you do not have a mood to study, get up, go for a walk. Get up, watch a movie from my side. Get up and gossip with your friend. Get up and go to have breakfast with somebody. Get up and fight with your neighbor. No problem. But get up. If you have decided to get up at 6, you have to get up. If you have decided to sleep at 10 p.m., no matter what, phone పక్కన పడేయాలా, నాకు సంబంధం లేదు. Because I have an obligation to get up at 6. People should look at watch before calling you. Is it 10? Yes, it is 10. Oberreiser is off. Or whosoever is the individual, he is off, he does not attend the call. Why? Because trust me, your body will work the most efficient with this practice. It could be any time. You get up at 11, I have no problem. But you have a fixed time of getting up, fixed time of sleeping. When I say discipline, see, discipline is a बहुत बड़ा chapter. I am only trying to tell you few dimensions of discipline. And the first dimension of discipline is the punctuality. Understand, there is an English proverb, it says that punctuality has got nothing to do with clock, but everything to do with attitude. What is attitude? I'll teach you. Don't worry. So punctuality has got nothing to do with watch. It has got everything to do with the attitude of the person. Okay? So understand. This will go up and down, but this should not go up and down. Discipline should be maintained. Yeah. This is very important. In a week there are 7 days. Am I right? In a week there are 7 days. In a year there are 52 weeks. 7 5s are 35. So how many hours? 3,500 and అందరు బీటెక్లు చేశారు, ఎంటెక్లు చేశారు, ఎంఎస్సి స్టాట్స్ అన్నారు, మ్యాథ్స్ అన్నారు, ఏమేమో అన్నారు. 7 2 14, 7 5 35. ఇప్పుడేం చెప్పండి రా, అమ్మాయి క్యాల్కులేటర్ తీస్తుంది, అంతా పోయి 3 5 1 మంచి టైం పాస్. 3 5 this is the game. Understand this. If you can achieve this, whether you are doing UPSC in online mode or offline mode, अगर आप 50 घंटे निकाल सकते हो, 3,500 घंटे, 3500 hours, if you can remove, take out for studies enough. You are there. You are there in the first attempt. The target is this 3,500 hours. If I can say there are 11 major subjects, 11 major subsets also of UPSC. 3,500 divided by 11. Give the number of hours to each subject. You are there. And trust me, none of the subject ka difficulty level is not even moderate in UPSC, except for CSAT, where the difficulty level is difficult. Except for CSAT, none of the subjects difficulty level is even moderate. It is very, 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 very basic, easy to moderate. So trust me, it is all about your attitude that will teach you something. Now we'll come back to this. You want me to tell how this to be divided? We'll talk about this. Take it. Now, what is the sleeping time? 8 hours. 7 to 8 hours everybody should sleep. కొన్ని దయ్యాలు ఉన్నాయి 3 గంటలే పడుకుంటాయి. No, you have to sleep 7 to 8 hours. I have few students, they sleep at 12, get up at 3. I am like, I need to do your bio test also, whether you are human or a zombie. Because generally what Sadhguru also says is 3.5 hours is enough. This is what Sadhguru says. What? 3.5 hours is enough. But the biryani that we eat cannot be digested in 3 hours. So you have to sleep for 8 hours a day. Other activities, washing clothes and all, which you will be doing once a year, 2 ghanta. Okay? Though I am giving you 2 hours every day. Class will be for 4 to 6 hours. So what is the time left for your study? 8 hours. 7 8s are? 8 table ra. 8. పని చేస్తా. Very difficult. ఎందుకైనా మంచి 7 8s are 56. And I asked how many hours from you? 6 hours extra unda. This 8 hours will bring you anything you want. Generally, there is a old English proverb. What it says, if you want to achieve anything, any damn thing in this world, if you give 3 years for that, you will achieve it. You give 3 years for that, whether it is weight loss, whether it is intelligence, whether it is anything of your personality also. If you invest 3 years, it will give results. This has been proven scientifically also. Proven scientifically also. Why I am telling this 3 years here is, if you give this 8 hours every day out of your classroom, outside the classrooms, trust me, all of you are fighting for this rank. All of you. If you can give this 8 hours every day. Concentration, sir. Okay? Classroom revision, I told you 2 hours. Whatever is taught to you in the classroom, whether it is 4 or 6 hours of GS, you will have rarely. And if each class would be for 2 hours, okay? Each class would be for 2 hours. So you will have 2 classes of GS every day and 1 optional class starting from 24th of June. Okay? Optional class would be generally for 3 hours and 4 hours of GS. What does it make? Approximately 7 hours of classes. Now, 2 hours of revision for what has been taught to you in the class, NCRT reading for 2 hours. And this NCRT will get completed by first 2.5 months only. The moment this gets over, first 2.5 months, you will immediately shift to the standard textbook or the study material provided by the institute. Your choice. We'll leave it to you. Current affairs will take 3 hours initially. And I told you first 90 days you will not do this. So if you do the handout that has been given to you, it will take approximately 1.5 hours, the handout. And again I'm telling you, 90 days ardham kaadu, parvaledu. You will start having the current affairs classes also every weekend. You will have current affairs class every weekend. Despite the fact that you will have current affairs class, you will not understand. You will understand the value of the current affairs class after 90 days. After 90 days. So 90 days tak ఓపిక్ గా కూర్చోండి. 90 days తర్వాత అర్థం అవడం స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్. ఓకే, సో టిల్ 90 days 2 to 3 hours. Once you are expert in subjects, that is when the timing of newspaper reading current affairs will come down to 90 minutes. It will come down naturally. And remaining 2 hours you will give for standard books, study material reading for 1 to 2 hours. This should be your schedule for every single day. Whether you read it during the day or night, I'll leave it to you. I'm asking for 8 hours. If you can give 6 to 7 hours, fairly good enough. And this schedule is till Monday to Saturday. Sunday is a holiday. You do what makes you happy. Don't get out of your bed. From my side, lock yourself from inside and put a board outside. Dead today will be alive Monday morning. Okay? So you do whatever makes you feel good. If you like going for a swimming, go. If you like dancing, dance like an idiot. If you want to go cooking or feed somebody, you do that. You want to listen to songs, full blast music, disturb everybody around you, don't mind, but enjoy whatever makes you feel happy for one day, because de-stressing yourself is also very, very important. Sunday is to de-stress yourself. I'll disturb you on Sunday whenever the faculty comes from outside. If I disturb you on a Sunday, Monday or a Tuesday I'll give you a holiday, don't worry. That compensation I'll take. Very, very important. On the day of the end of your foundation classes, what you should be able to do. 9 నెలల కోర్స్ అయిపోతుంది కదా. మేలో స్టార్ట్ అయింది, జూన్, జూలై, ఆగస్ట్, సెప్టెంబర్, అక్టోబర్, నవంబర్, డిసెంబర్, జాన్, ఫెబ్, mid of Feb. Okay, 9 months, right? On the last day when I will again address all of you sitting here, clarity of concepts of all subjects should have come to you. If the way I asked you what is the difference between sympathy and empathy, none of you were able to tell. But on that day when I asked the question, all of you should be able to give the answer. Comprehension of a current affairs article 100%. న్యూస్పేపర్లో ఒక ఆర్టికల్ చదివితే ఇది ఎక్కడ ఉంది సిలబస్లో, ఈ ఆర్టికల్ నాకు యూపీఎస్సీకి ఎలా అవసరము, వాట్ ఈస్ ద మెసేజ్ ఆఫ్ ది ఆర్టికల్, ఇవన్నీ యూ షుడ్ బి ఏబుల్ టు కాంప్రిహెండ్ ప్రాపర్లీ, రైట్? ఎబిలిటీ టు ఐడెంటిఫై ది రైట్ సోర్స్. ఏ బుక్కి ఏ సోర్స్ అన్నది ట్రస్ట్ మీ మార్కెట్లో 5 సంవత్సరాల నుంచి చదివిన వాళ్ళకు కూడా తెలియదు. సో బట్ ఎట్ ది ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ ది ఫౌండేషన్, యూ బీయింగ్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఏకమ్ should be able to identify. మోడర్న్ హిస్టరీ అనగానే ఒక పేరు రావాలి, పాలిటీ మెయిన్స్ అనగానే ఒక పేరు రావాలి, ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ ఈకాలజీ అనగానే ఒక పేరు రావాలి. సో దాట్ షుడ్ బి యువర్ లెవెల్ ఆఫ్ what you call knowledge when it comes to the source of the book. Right process of learning, this is very important. Please come out of rote learning. I see few students doing the same even now in my own institute. If you rely on rote learning, you need 5 of you to pass this exam, because we all are of one of us only. So rote learning is not the way. The process of learning is basically understanding the concept. Economy, beautiful subject. If you understand the concept of the economy, you don't need any book. And that is the paper most of the people fear, because what they did not rely on concept, they relied on facts and figures. You will never get the hold of that subject. Okay? Linking of article with the syllabus. Right, everybody? I have to by heart the mains syllabus, right? If I have to pass UPSC, right? If I have to pass UPSC, I need to by heart the mains syllabus. Mukyama sir. All of you got this book? All of you got this book? When you go down, ask from them, they'll give you. इसमें मेंस सिलेबस दिया हुआ है. मेंस प्रीलिम्स का कोई सिलेबस नहीं. प्रीलिम्स नाम के वास्ते 4 लाइन दिया यूपीएससी, उसमें से कुछ भी नहीं है. ठीक है, बट मेंस सिलेबस यू शुड बी नोइंग, नॉट नोइंग, यू शुड बी बाय हार्टिंग. पेज नंबर 25 से मेंस सिलेबस स्टार्ट होगा. एवरीथिंग यू शुड बाय हार्ट. पेपर 1, पेपर 2, पेपर 3, पेपर 4, पेपर 5, and listen to me carefully. Every line of the study, your syllabus, there is a rule here. If the phone rings, samosa party to all. I hope mine is on silent. First of all, is my phone there? Yes, it is on silent. See, as a matter of habit. Okay. So, for example, go to paper 3. पेपर 3 का क्या है? जनरल स्टडीज 2. व्हाट इज द फर्स्ट लाइन? इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन हिस्टोरिकल underpinnings. It means anything related to history of the writing of the constitution, you should have the notes in your page, in your notebook. Not only notes, you should have question and answer of mains. What you should have? Question and answer of mains format should be there with you when? By the end of your foundation class. How will it come? As and when you will start writing your weekly test, as and when the syllabus gets over, start writing mains questions and answers. I'll make you write in the weekend test, don't do it. Even if you have written that also, that is also fairly good enough. Okay? Now, this basic structuring of answer you should learn by the end of foundation. Some of you may graduate beyond this also. Some of you who have come with some prelims, some prior information, some of you are good in writing. See, few people are blessed who can naturally write well, and few people will be naturally good in prelims. So understand your weakness also. Okay? So some of you will be able to cross this also. And lastly, PYQ analysis, very 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 important. I'm sure in some of your what you call counseling ke dauran, I would have told you something. 4 pillars of UPSC. Some of you I would have spoken. The 4 pillars of UPSC success. Pillars of UPSC success. These are the 4 pillars. There is no 5th pillar somehow. What are these pillars? First pillar is the knowledge of syllabus. Second pillar is revision. Third pillar is answer writing. And fourth pillar is your PYQ. Fourth pillar is PYQ. These are the 4 pillars of your success in UPSC. If you get hold of these 4, unless and until there is a divine revenge against you, you will pass this exam. దేవుడే నీ మీద పగబడితే నేనేం చేయాలి? So if that is not the situation, you will pass the exam. I told you, you need to by heart this. Can anybody tell me what is the need to by heart the syllabus? నాకు వినిపించట్లేదా? మీరు మాట్లాడట్లేదు, మీరే మాట్లాడలేదు. Excellent. Claps for him. Very good. If on a given day somebody comes and takes a lecture to you on a topic and you all have by hearted the syllabus and you feel ఇది syllabus లో ఎక్కడా లేదు, you stand up and ask, sir, there is no mention of this topic in the syllabus, don't do time pass. If you get an article in the newspaper, you read the article heading. If you are not able to link that article with any point in the syllabus, you are wasting your time with the article. The purpose of by hearting the syllabus is, as he says, to know what to read and what not to read. Second is revision. As I told you, daily, every 3 days, every 7th day. The rule is 1-3-7 golden rule. First revision within 24 hours, second revision within 3 days, and third revision within 7 days. You do this, you will never forget what you have studied for the rest of your life. It will never go out of your brain, because subconsciously you have superimposed that thought on your brain repetitively. For example, you stand at a bus stop. You're standing at a bus stop, assuming you are waiting for 100V bus. What is the bus we are waiting for? 100V. If you're waiting for say 15-20 minutes, many buses will come and go. Yes or no? Will you remember that bus numbers? No. While coming from your hostel to institute, you would have come across so many boards, no? So many people, no? Will you remember all of them? Why? Because if you had to remember all of that, your brain would have blasted by now. కొంచెం గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవడానికే బ్లాస్ట్ అవుతుంది, ఇంక అన్ని గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలంటే ఎప్పుడో బ్లాస్ట్ అయ్యేది. సో ది బ్రెయిన్ టెల్స్ దిస్ is not necessary, please keep removing it. But if you keep sending the signal to your brain, what I have studied today, it is necessary, that is why I am doing the first reading today. Again after 3 days I am doing the second reading today. Again after 7 days I am doing the third reading today. Your brain stores that information as an important information to retrieve. This is scientifically proven. నేను నాకు నచ్చిన నంబర్లు రాసి చెప్పట్లేదు. This is scientifically proven. If you revise 3 times within a week, your brain will give it back to you in whatever form you need it, whenever you need it. Understand this? So this is called the power of iteration. In psychology, power of iteration. Iterating means, importance of why I want this information. Okay? Understand? This is very, very important. Answer writing. This will not happen very initially. Initially, up to a month, I will not disturb you with mains questions in the weekend tests. Maybe 4th week onwards, I'll start the mains test for you. Appad varaku you will have only prelims test. But after a month, you should start learning the structuring of answers. And the moment you start learning structuring of answers, what all you have covered in the past, you should start writing answers for that. And let me tell you, you are in the times of luckily AI. This can do lot of job for you. Outsource the work that you are unable to do to AI. But after seeing how it is doing, shut it off and you do it on your own. Trust me, it will support you very well, very well. But don't completely rely on AI. Otherwise, this will go up. Take it, because you cannot carry the iPad or tab with you in the examination hall. And last में PYQ. PYQ stands for previous year questions. Okay? The moment one chapter is over, say for example, geography में climatology is over. Geography में you completed climatology as a chapter. Revision हो गया, answer writing हो गया. Go back to PYQ. 15 years. Don't need to go beyond that. 15 years. How many questions in climatology came from mains? How many came from prelims? Am I able to answer? If yes, good. If not, there is something wrong. There is something wrong. The answer should definitely come yes. If the question, either mains or prelims, comes out of the scope of classroom, if it is current affairs छोड़ दो, but if it is static, if it is coming out of the scope of classroom, immediately जाके faculty का collar पकड़ लो. Why you did not teach this? Static. Current affairs you cannot do that with the faculty. Static में why you did not teach this? This has come in 2020 paper. This has come in 2019 paper. Why you did not teach us this? You have every right. Paid money, no? You have every right to catch hold of the collar of the faculty. ठीक है? It is just a power of expression. Don't do it in reality. हाँ. Then he will come and catch my collar, ठीक? And I won't have any. Okay. See, there is a difference between attitude and aptitude. कौन बताएगा? Anyone? Basic English, no? Attitude and aptitude. What is aptitude? Aptitude means any skill set, ability to do something. Aptitude. You will see generally men are good with directions. Men are good with directions. Women are good with language. Women are good with language. That's why you cannot beat them in argument, because they know how to beat you black and blue. But if you leave them at a place and ask them to come back, they will not come back forever. If GPS Google Tally is not there. Okay? So naturally we are gifted in some dimensions and we are gifted in some dimensions. So understand, aptitude is the ability to do something naturally as a talent. But what is attitude? What is attitude? What Virat Kohli you see today is a combination of attitude and aptitude both. It is not only aptitude, because what Dhoni is today, not Dhoni because what he was when he was born. Aptitude में training is involved. Without training, Virat Kohli is not the Virat Kohli you know. If you see Virat Kohli 10 years before, इतना मोटा मिलेगा. If you've been following him for some time now, he had a lot of health issues. Then he understood my eating habits are not good. That is when he consulted a physician. He said, if you continue like this, hardly 10 more years, balti gotasto. So that is when he changed his attitude towards the importance of health as a value. That is when you got the Virat Kohli that you have today. So understand, aptitude is basically a skill set, but attitude is basically that dimension that will tell you not to give up even if you do not have the aptitude. To develop that aptitude, it will help you. So UPSC is one with attitude and not with aptitude. Attitude तो गेलोచ్చు UPSC ने, aptitude तो गेलो राद. If you feel you are too intelligent for UPSC, they will show you how intelligent you are. There are 4-5 of my own students. Ayan Jain was one of them. One more girl, I'm forgetting her name. She'll come in June to have a word with all of you. How come I'm forgetting her name? Kerala girl. I told Dayachesi, don't answer all the questions in the interview. What did I tell them? Dayachesi, don't answer all the questions in the interview. Both of them committed the mistake. Phone interview అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఫోన్ చేసి, sir, my interview went well. I did not leave a single question. I answered all the questions. बोल के आयान जैन फोन पे बोला. I told you will get between this marks, and he got 150 marks. The topper got 215 marks. Interview. What is the cost of answering all the questions? 65 marks. I told you, UPSC is not the test of knowledge, it is the test of personality. If you answer all the questions, he will tell very good, shabash, అప్పట్లో కూడా కొడతాడు, నిల్చొని మరి కొడతాడు. నువ్వు వెళ్ళిపోయిన తర్వాత వీడికి 140 పంపిరాయండి అని. Because they do not appreciate you showing the weight of your knowledge. Because they feel, as a bureaucrat, if you get carried away by your knowledge, you will not treat a person who does not have that equally. So many a times you have to tell, knowing the answer better than the person who has asked the question, extremely sorry sir, for some reasons I did not prepare on this issue. Once I go back home, I'll surely look into it. వాడి ఈగో కూడా సాటిస్ఫై, మనకు మార్కులు వస్తాయి చాలు. ఇద్దరు ఇదే తప్పు చేసి ధరణి, నౌ ఐ రిమెంబర్ ద నేమ్, ధరణి, షీల్ కమ్ ఇన్ జూన్. టు అండర్స్టాండ్ how costly it is at time to give all the answers. Nahi dena. ठीक है? Understand. That's why I said it is all about attitude. What is aptitude? Knowing all the answers. What is attitude? Knowing to tell, when to tell, I don't know, despite knowing the answers. ठीक है? Good. हाँ. Who is this one in red? Who is this one in red? Who is this one in red? We all have our positives and negatives. For heaven's sake, if somebody is answering in the classroom, don't compare yourself with them. For heaven's sake, don't compare yourself with them. Trust me, within 140 days of UPSC preparation, if you have been regular to the classes and doing that 8 hours wala business rightly, within 140 days you will also start talking in the classroom. So wait, this is your waiting period, gestation period, what we call in UPSC. So be calm, don't compare yourself with others. Everybody has a strong point. Identify that strength of yours, identify that weakness of yours, and work on it. Okay? Trust me, if she is taking 100 days to start talking, maybe you will take 110 or 120 days. Maybe you will take 80 days only. Then she will have to worry that she still did not start talking. आई बात समझ में? ठीक है? So do not ever compare yourself in UPSC. Trust me, I have seen this happening in front of my eyes. Hard work beating the talent. Hard work beats talent in UPSC. Trust me, even if somebody comes from a village background, even if somebody comes from a background where no education quality was provided to him or her, with hard work, you can start competing with the convent students also. Trust me. So hard work will beat the talent. Now the question is how to work hard. What is this hard work meaning? Daily class revision you have to do. What do you have to do? The daily class revision you have to do. Working on your writing ability very early stage onwards you have to start doing. Identify your probable problem weakness, basically probable weakness. Like when I was a student, history was a problem to me. When I started my journey, I never understood what is ancient, medieval, and modern. Okay? One day my mentor, so-called mentor, called me. Oberoi, why are you not being seen in the history class? He said, I told him, sir, I'm not understanding anything. He said, then I will give you a book on history. Start reading that book. Trust me, within 11-12 days, I started developing interest in history, and that over a period of time became my strength from my weakness. So initially only find out what is your weakness and start working on it. It could be a subject, it could be a process also in UPSC. It could be prelims or mains also in UPSC. Don't too much bother about English. Again I am telling you, यूपीएससी में इंग्लिश का कोई रोल है ही नहीं. There is no role for English in UPSC. Don't bother. Communication English, do not bother at all. Writing English थोड़ा बहुत भी bother करोगे चलेगा. Communication English, do not bother at all, because naturally it will come to you after some time. Okay? Parallel self-study plan means there are few students who feel that if we are attending classes, we'll pass UPSC. ऐसा नहीं है. Your attending of classes should be supported by a self-study plan also. Plan your day in advance. Even me telling this, 99% of you will not do this. Tonight before going to sleep, you have to see your chart. What am I doing beyond the classroom tomorrow? What am I reading? What am I practicing? This has to be, for this, you have to maintain a personal diary of yours. A personal diary में before you go to sleep, give half an hour to yourself. I studied this today. I wanted to do this today. For some reasons could not do. I have planned it for tomorrow. It will benefit you immensely in two ways. One, generally what happens is, whatever book is there on the table, you open and start reading. This is the basic nature of student. But if you have written that you are reading this today, it will force you to remove that book from the rack and read that book today. So that is the biggest advantage. And second is, entire syllabus completion will happen with that habit. So every day before you go to sleep, you will write in a diary, very short, I studied constitution today, democracy today, fundamental rights today, fundamental duties today. Over a period of time, when you flip over the pages, no, if polity appears repeatedly to you, it means you are overkilling that subject. If history comes repeatedly to you, it means you are overkilling that subject. So this habit will tell you what you have done when and how much still more to be done. अरे समझ में आ रहा है? So this is the reason why you need to do it this way. ठीक है? And take weekend test seriously. जो सैटरडे को टेस्ट होगा ना, you have to take it seriously. May not be initially. Seriously not taking initially does not mean you don't come for test. Hello. You have to come for test. Take it seriously means initially out of 50 questions, you may get 10 to 12 only right. उससे ज़्यादा नहीं आएगा. Gradually the graph will improve. Gradually the graph will improve. But trust me, if it touches 35 also out of 50, you are a big game in UPSC. Whenever that happens, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, if you are able to get that, touch that 32, 35 bracket, you are a very big game in UPSC. Okay? This I want to make it very, very clear to all of you. It says that over coaching is the worst thing you can do to a player. So don't expect over coaching from me. సార్ కూర్చోబెట్టి చేయి పట్టుకొని రాయిస్తాడు, దాహం వేస్తే నీళ్ళు కూడా నోట్లో పోస్తాడు, ఇవన్నీ నాతో ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయొద్దు. ఐ విల్ ప్రిపేర్ యూ యాజ్ ఎ, ఐ హ్యావ్ దిస్ స్లోగన్, ఐ ప్రిపేర్ స్టూడెంట్స్ యాజ్ వారియర్స్ హూ కెన్ ఫైట్ దేర్ ఓన్ బ్యాటిల్. నేను లేనప్పుడు కూడా వాడు పోరాడతాడు. ఐ విల్ ట్రైన్ యూ ఇన్ దాట్ డైమెన్షన్. ठीक है? Who was Dean Smith? మాకు గల్లీలో ఏం జరుగుతుందో తెలియట్లేదు, మీరేమో డీన్ స్మిత్ అంటారు. రోజు ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్లో కూర్చొని పైన అనుకుంటా. యూట్యూబ్ ఈజ్ అన్ ఎంటర్టైన్మెంట్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్. उसको लर्निंग के लिए यूज मत, एंटरटेनमेंट के लिए जितना चाहिए यूज करो. आई हैव नो ऑब्जेक्शन. What generally I have observed is a few things I need to talk to you very cleanly. YouTube is for an institute or a faculty or a teacher. YouTube is an advertising platform. What is YouTube? It is an advertising platform. And they will do everything possible to teach more and more to the students, which is required more than UPSC. I told you, 38 questions came. What level? Basic level. What is the need to teach you in depth when there is no need to pass this exam? If you compare your classroom learning with any parallel YouTube video, you will never be satisfied. Because the faculty who is teaching on the stage, he or she has got minimum to minimum 9 to 10 years of service. They know at what level to teach. For example, yesterday, day before, I was talking to one of our students. She came to me, sir, ज्योग्राफी क्लास मैंने अटेंड किया था, उसमें सर वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट एटमॉस्फेयर. आई होप यू ऑल आर अवेयर ऑफ एटमॉस्फेयर. व्हाट इज एटमॉस्फेयर? What is atmosphere? What we have around our earth is our atmosphere, right? It protects you from so many things. Why the atmosphere is not escaping in the space is gravity keeps it holding closer to the earth. That is the reason why atmosphere is in place. It is not escaping. Escape velocity उस पे काम नहीं कर रहा है because the gravity is holding it in its place. At GS level, more than enough information. Even if you do not know this also, it is fairly okay. That girl saw some video somewhere. She said there are 3 other reasons for atmosphere in place. You did not tell that. Then very politely the geography teacher said, join my optional, I'll tell you 7 other ways. మీకు ఎంత అవసరమో అంత మీకు ఇష్టం లేకపోయినా చెప్తా. Even if you, what I tell this to my students counseling, what is needed for your selection, even if you don't like it, I will push it down your throat. What is not needed for your selection, no matter you fall on the floor and cry for it, I will not give it. Simple. Okay? Because you have come here not to become research scholars like me and become a teacher. You have come here to pass this exam and become an IAS, IPS or whatever your dream, right? Whatever is sufficient for you, a layer more than whatever is sufficient, I'll teach you. I will teach you much more than what others are teaching. I'll teach you in much more depth than what others are teaching. Okay? Any given day, you compare your notes with anybody on this mother earth who is preparing for UPSC, especially the classes taken by me, you will always stand out than them. This is my ultimate guarantee that I can give. Okay? You can play with them also, asking few silly questions what I will teach you in the class. Okay? So don't worry. Now, if you don't understand anything in the classroom, first option is walk up to the faculty and seek the doubt. First priority is in the classroom only. Second, for some reasons, out of fear or out of shame or whatever, if you're not able to ask, when he goes down, catch him and ask him. Weekly, you will have interaction with the mentor, ask the mentor. After that, your doubt is not cleared, come to me directly. If I know the answer, I will tell you. If not, I'll redirect you. Take care. Refer a standard textbook or NCRT. And lastly, refer to a government or a standard website. He does not take care of the responsibility of any wrong information given to you. So please do not fall on YouTube to learn anything. Mistakes the students do. Anyone? What is the biggest mistake out of all of this? Which one is the most biggest? Which one is the biggest? Huh? What is the biggest mistake? All of them. Biggest of all. Oh. Huh? What is the gestation period for human birth? 9 months. Can you be born before 9 months? If you are born, they'll call you something. In UPSC also, gestation period is, if you ask me personally, your real preparation will start after your foundation. See, I am known to tell the truth even if you don't like it. Your real preparation starts only after 9 months. When all the subjects are covered for you, that is when you start writing. See, always remember, there is a difference between prelims and mains ka preparation. Prelims preparation is horizontal preparation, mains preparation is vertical preparation. Why vertical? Because the question is in polity, but it will have an economic angle attached to that question. It will have a economic angle attached to that question. If you have not completed economy, whatever answer you will be writing, it is a half correct answer, not a full correct answer. So you need to have a very strong holding of economy and polity also. This ability to interconnect, integrate subjects while you are writing your mains answer will take minimum 9 months of time, because in 9 months your subject is covered. You know why the marks in prelims are going down? Geography का एक question पूछा, not one, 7, 8 of them. Question is from basic geography. He brought in the angle of environment and ecology. ये dimension खोला. He brought in the dimension of agriculture. He brought in the dimension of current. एक question. వాడంతా దుర్మార్గుడు కాకపోతే. And in one question, science and tech, 5 dimensions ऐड करके एक क्वेश्चन पूछे. अब साला नीचे नहीं जाएगा तो ऊपर कैसे जाएगा? Imagine this is your strong area, this is your weak area. आंसर कैसे आएगा? Getting my point? So understand, you cannot leave any subject in UPSC, whether it is prelims or whether it is. This is the reason why the marks are going down. The cutoff is going down because of this reason. As I told you, it was horizontal. Now what does it show? Prelims has also become vertical. That is the reason why the marks in the cutoff in prelims is going down. 116 जो आया था 2016 का पेपर, if you compare it with 2023 paper, you will get shock of your life. In 2016, only this dimension, straight questions, 37 questions straight पूछा, current affairs. Obviously the cutoff will go high because everybody is reading current affairs. But when he mixes current affairs with 5 idiots, gaya. That is why the cutoff is going down. So when you prepare any notes or anything, that integration करना बहुत important है. आई बात समझ में? ठीक है? हाँ. I spoke about this. Then how do I know the limit? Anyone? I told about this. How do you know the limit? That सिलेबस के लास्ट में क्या था? I told you, no? If you are not able to answer a previous year question, तब जाके किसको पकड़ो? टीचर को पकड़ो। ये साला पढ़ा है क्यों नहीं? अरे समझ में आ रही है बात? PYQ करना बहुत जरूरी है, because it will show you the limit how deep you have to dive in that subject. Understand this, ठीक है? I am getting a PYQ book made for you. Prelims and mains also solved. Give me 2.5 months time. 2.5, 3 months में I'll give freely for all of you. It will be sold in the market also, but I'll give all of you free of cost. ठीक? Though it will pinch me, but I'll give. What should you do then? Subject wise strategy. Write this, please. Subject wise strategy. Mains oriented preparation. Address the weak areas thoroughly. ठीक है? Guidance of a mentor at every stage of your preparation. Answer writing and revision is the key. Very, very important. Answer writing and revision is the key. Somebody wrote, my weakness is economy. My weakness is also economy, but in a different way. Because I love that subject. How many of you have feel that economy could be that nightmare for you? ऐसा कोई है? All of you are confident with economy? Let's wait and watch. Huh? Done? You have to improve your answer writing speed, वरना मेंस आंसर में हार्ट अटैक आएगा. Trust me, when I was writing my mains 2009, one of the girls in the examination hall, she पेपर दिया ही था, చూడంగానే పడిపోయింది అమ్మాయి. So it happens at times. ठीक है? Who is this fellow? आदित्य श्रीवास्तव. कौन है ये? This year topper आदित्य श्रीवास्तव. I wanted to show something. Then we'll see how we can reach there. मेंस के मार्क्स कितने हैं? 899, approximately 900 and 200 in the interview. Not the topper of interview, but surely the topper of mains. Surely the topper of mains. See, if I show you, I should have uploaded this. I did a mistake. Dharanika, I wanted to tell you. What is in the third row? 81. उसके नीचे क्या है? 151. इंटरव्यू में कितने हैं? 150. 819 151. See where the battle has been lost. What she got? 250 रैंक. गलती किधर हुआ? I know it all. गलती किधर हुआ? I know it all. 0 7 9. Yes or no? 970. Sorry, 1070. कितना है? 970 है ना, बराबर है. ऐसा क्यों देख रहे हो? हाँ. Trust me, I have done her interview myself 2-3 times. She deserves more than 200. More than 200. I asked very difficult questions Tamil Nadu history. पूरा depth में जाके पूछा. Excellent answers she gave. That day also in her feedback I wrote, at times you have to showcase lack of awareness. This was my statement in her. This is not the purpose. The purpose is this. एसए में कितना आया 11, जीएस 1 में कितना आया 104, पेपर 2 में कितना आया, पेपर 3 में कितना आया, आई टोल्ड यू ना इकोनॉमी हर कोई गिरेगा इसमें, और पेपर 4 में कितना आया, he got average in all except for this, and obviously his engineering, good score in engineering, 308 means good score. He won the game with one paper, that is ethics. 40 number extra ले गया. That 40 and this 200 got him where he is. Trust me. There is something known as iron curtain in UPSC. Iron curtain. Essay, ethics, optional. One who masters these 3 iron curtain pillars, he is fighting for a single digit rank. Essay, ethics and optional. That's what I said, optional. जितना research करना है करो. Essay and ethics जितना research करना है करो, because generally there is no limit. There have been history that in ethics people got 170 plus also, and in essay people got 190 plus also. Historically it is there. So there is no limit. जितना करना है करो. इसमें 10 इतना ही आएगा, ज़्यादा नहीं आएगा. It is very surprising. Being a mechanical engineer, he got 132 in paper 2. हो सकता है पुराना PSIR का स्टूडेंट है, हो सकता है, I don't, I'm guessing, कि स्टार्ट किया बीच में रोक दिया. That could be the only reason of getting 132. Otherwise paper 2 में 132 नहीं आता, unless and until you have a PSIR exposure, because पूरा GS2 is PSIR. ठीक है? So maybe that is the reason, or as a matter of choice he would have read PSIR, तभी इतना स्कोर है. So imagine now, if after showing you this, if you are a general category student, what is the cutoff in mains? 741. Final में cutoff कितना है? 953. Assuming you are a general category student, how should you get 741, right? This is the golden figure, 741. 7 subjects. बात की थी ना? He told there are 7 subjects. अरे yes or no? essay paper, GS1, 2, 3, 4, optional 1, optional 2. What is the target? ये कट ऑफ का टारगेट है. मीन्स द पर्सन हु गॉट द लास्ट रैंक गॉट 741. जैसे शी गॉट 819, नो, 741 was the cut off. Okay. Essay people averagely get 85 to 120. This is the average. इसके ब्रैकेटिंग ये है 85 to 120. 1, 2 and 3, the average is 80 to 110, with third paper average going a little down 75 to 105. ये generally average रहता है, because third paper happens to be a dynamic paper. Economy is dynamic, disaster management is dynamic, science and technology is dynamic, economy is dynamic, environment ecology, पूरा dynamic paper. Static एक भी नहीं है, सब dynamic paper. That's why it is little difficult to score in the GS paper 3. GS paper 4, इसका variation बहुत तगड़ा है. You will be surprised to know the variation is 60 to 120. Variation is 60 to 120. optional, both papers including 120 to 260. This is the average. What is the average? 120 to 260. ये average है. 60 भी आते हैं लोगों को पेपर्स में, पेपर 1 पेपर 2. ठीक है, I know many of them. If this is the average, assuming you get average of the average in all the papers, here I'll keep you at 95, here I'll keep you at 90, here I will keep you at 85, here I'll keep you at 100, here I'll keep you at maybe 180 or something. Anybody total it up? Use calculator if needed. But here इसके दो ऐड करो, 90 into 2, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. हाँ, टोटल बोलो. अरे जल्दी बोलो यार. इतना टाइम क्यों लगे? There is an easy way of doing it, no? हाँ, 6. पूरे చెప్పండ్రా. 640 ఎంత తక్కువ ఉంది? 100 marks is less. What does it mean? In mains, you have to be above average. Trust me, examiner ఒక్క మార్కు కూడా ఎక్స్ట్రా వేయడానికి వాడు ఆస్తులు ఇచ్చినట్టు ఫీలింగ్ వస్తుంది. ఇవ్వడు. You have to really work hard to get above average score in your mains. Understand this. Imagine 95 आने से भी नहीं आ रहा है. You are not getting it despite getting 95. I will ask you the day when we'll have our essay classes. You would have got too many tiffin boxes as gifts in essay competitions in your schools and all. But here when I'll ask you to write an essay, you will tell me, sir, the pen is not moving. What will you tell? Sir, pennu kadultaledu, nen raayirana rastaledu. Getting 95 is not easy. This paper and this paper will kill you. The entire spirit of your preparation will be tested in essay and ethics. Unluckily, I teach both. Unluckily, I teach both. I have the dirty job to do. My job is dirty in UPSC. What everybody else leaves, I teach. Because అది చెప్పాలంటే తల తోక్కొస్తుంది. But I'll tell you, don't worry. Okay? So have an approach of 750 keep in your mind. నాకు 750 కావాలి. If you are a general category student. If you are not a general category student, ఒక 25 to 30 marks తక్కువ వచ్చినా పర్వాలేదు. Okay? So that is how you have to place yourself in UPSC. చాలా planned గా వెళ్ళాలి. The hurdles that you may face. Boys develop this hurdle the most. Girls develop this hurdle the most. Proven. అబ్బాయిలకి ఇది ఎక్కువ అవుతుంది, అమ్మాయిలకి ఇది ఎక్కువ ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది. They have problem here. And to some extent, girls will have to face this also. Health issues. So you have to maintain your health very well. Drastically cutting down on spices, going more on fruits and salads. Okay? More of what you call roughages. What is a roughage? Where you get more of fiber content. దేవుడా. This is how we will be going ahead, the structure of the course and all. Okay, somebody is asking me to explain the timetable for the job seeking working people. Maybe some other day, not today. 27th May we are starting. 9 months course is there. Faculty with academic excellence will come. Classes will be there from Monday to Friday. One instruction to all of you. Coming week classes will be here. Uske baad classes will be there. For a week or maybe 8 days classes will be here. After that all the classes will be there. And it will be a morning batch. It will be a morning batch, mostly 10 to 1:30. This will be the time. Why? Because when your optional starts in the morning 7 to 9:30, this will be the time for your optional 2.5 hours. Half an hour breakfast break, immediately your GS class will start. So that you don't have to wait and then come back and all. Okay? So you will mostly have the morning sessions 10 to 1:30. Any faculty not available, which will be a rare occasion, it will be shifted accordingly. Okay? But my availability is only in the evenings. Whenever my class will be scheduled, you will see me in the evenings. Okay? Now, current affairs, you will get daily handouts of the current affairs. You will have weekly classes also. We have a test on every Saturday, right? Every third Saturday test is a previous month current affairs test exclusively. I'll repeat myself. Every Saturday test జరుగుతుంది కదా, థర్డ్ సాటర్డే టెస్ట్ వచ్చేసి ప్రీవియస్ మంత్ కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్ టెస్ట్ ఉంటుంది. I will be giving you the book also, and day-to-day current affairs as such would be given to you, right? Every weekend test, what would be there? 50 questions in prelims will be there. Out of that, 35 would be static part, the subjects that have been taught to you. 15 questions would be current affairs based questions. Every week test also. Okay? And every third week, you will not have classroom ka GS subjects ka test. You will only have the monthly current affairs test. So the third week classes test and the fourth week classes test would be combinedly held on the fourth week. अरे समझ में आ रहा है? ठीक है? Mentorship after every class, you will have the mentorship with me. Lot of one important thing, study material. What you would be getting is, trust me, lot of questions have appeared in the past from the study material. Matter of 15-20 days more. Again, I will prove lot of questions came from the study material. This study material is not the study material generally the institutes give. ऐसे नाम के वास्ते it is not given. Very very exhaustively given study material. Static में minimum to minimum 85 to 90% questions will come from the study material only. So do not leave that also. Please read through them as well. This is your schedule coming week. Like this, you will be getting schedule 1 week before itself. We'll start off with international relations ka overview. Economy overview I am giving, but actually I am not supposed to give you. Your faculty Dhananjay Reddy sir is supposed to give. Some issues at home, elections and all. So he is not available next week. So I said I'll take it. But the classes will not be taken by me. I will take only economy terminology classes. Hardly a week, 5 to 7 days I will take terminology classes. The main classes would be taken by sir only. Then on Wednesday you have geography and environment. Vijay sir will come and take. Ethics I will do on Thursday. Friday you have current affairs class followed by internal security overview. I will do from 6:30 to 8:30. And June 1st, that is Saturday, you will have polity overview by Santosh Rao Menon. After this, you will be left with history overview. You will be left with science and technology overview. That will, the schedule you will get. 2 or 3 days of orientation sessions would be left. Uske baad straight away your subjects will start. Mostly we will start with polity for you. Mostly I'll start with polity for you. Gradually I'll increase the tempo. ఫస్ట్ వారమే 4 గంటలు పెడితే చాలా మంది పారిపోయే అవకాశం ఉంది. సో మనం చిక్కడపల్లిలో ఉన్న పోలీస్ స్టేషన్కి ముందే చెప్పి మీ ఫోటోలు అన్నీ ఇచ్చి వీళ్ళు పారిపోతే తీసుకొచ్చే పూచి మీది అని చెప్పి స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాం. ఓకేనా? డోంట్ బీ అఫ్రేడ్ ఆఫ్ యూపీఎస్సి. ఇట్స్ ఎ వెరీ బ్యూటిఫుల్ జర్నీ, అ వెరీ good relationship between you and me, very beautiful relationship between all of you. Trust me, After my army friendship of my batchmates, my most bonded friends are my UPSC mates. Generally, what happens is, it is a struggle time for all of you, right? Struggle time, monetary struggle, psychological struggle, biological struggle, emotional struggle, all nonsense struggles are there, right? So what happens is, the friendship that is going through struggle time is the hardest bonding. Okay? So that's why my friends with whom I have prepared, they are closest of my friends even today. You will develop that friendship in this journey. That's why I'm saying, try to enjoy the journey as well. Don't take too much stress about UPSC. वो तुमको पास करवाना मेरी जिम्मेदारी. Leave it to. Just follow as I say, you will pass. Courage is not having the strength to go on. It is going on when you don't have the strength. कौन बोला? Theodore Roosevelt said, courage is not about going on when you have the strength. It is about going on when you do not have the strength. See, I don't know whether I have told you guys or not. In UPSC, the graph goes like this. Please see it carefully. This is your starting point. This is your end point. Your journey starts like this in UPSC. Day one से ही mind में this question mark starts developing. Is it my cup of tea? Hold it on. This will continue up till 2.5 to 3 months. ऐसे ही लगेगा. Can I do it or not? After 3 months, it goes like this and comes like this and travels. This is the success line. 2.5 months, 3 months, for some it could be 4 months also. This is when you are underconfident. This is when you are overconfident, reading what is not required in UPSC. You will spend 3 months here also. वो पूरा honeymoon package है. ठीक है? You will spend 3 months here also. At the end of 6th or 7th month, you will come to the success line of UPSC and continue the journey here. Everybody goes through this. Trust me, all of you sitting here, you will go through this. Those who give up here, they never come back to UPSC. Those who remain here, they also never come back to UPSC. They become only one who can come back to this line will become the UPSC successful officer. So your idea is to come back to this line as early as possible. Okay? Any questions? You are free to ask. Any questions? You are free to ask. ఏమీ అర్థం కాలేదు, అంతా అర్థమైంది. రెండిట్లో ఏదో ఒకటి ఉండాలి. చెప్పండి. మాట్లాడడం వచ్చు కదా? వచ్చు కదా? మాట్లాడగలరు కదా అందరూ? నాకు చెవుడు లేదు కదా? లేదు. ఓకే, చెప్పాలి. అంటే అక్కడ చదివేసి మోటివేట్ అయిపోయావు. గుడ్ ఆప్షన్, కంటిన్యూ. బట్ హూ ఈస్ టీచింగ్ యూ? ఆప్షనల్ का I don't know. Again, there are 5 rules of choosing an optional. There are 5 rules of choosing an optional. Please listen to this carefully. 5 rules of choosing an optional. First rule, the past performance of the optional. Past performance of the optional in UPSC, not student performance. UPSC में optional का performance means how many people with this optional cleared UPSC is a past performance. How you will come to know? Every year UPSC releases a report. In that report, it will tell the government, this year this many number of people sat in UPSC examination with this optional, and these are the number of people who actually passed. तो उसमें पास्ट परफॉर्मेंस पता लग जाएगा. 2, good faculty. 3, good study material. 4, very very important, support in GS. 5, very important, your interest. But one word I want to write. There is no self preparation of optional. There is no self preparation of optional. Completely ruled out. You have to take classes. Because the question in optional are asked in high depth. I told you, no? So optional coaching is a must. Optional is a must coaching. Okay? There are some students who tell first prelims pass అయిన తర్వాత ఆప్షనల్ తీసుకుంటారు. వాళ్ళు కూడా మూర్ఖులే. So don't keep optional pending for passing the prelims. You have to do the optional with GS parallelly. There is no doing afterwards. Okay? These are the 5 rules. Definitely this is an important rule, but not the only rule. There are few students who say I'll take agriculture, I'll take zoology, I take accountancy, I've studied law, I'll take law. No problem. Even if you have not studied law, you can take law as your optional. Nobody is stopping you. But you have to take classes for that subject. That's the idea. Okay? Any subject, conditions 5. Whichever subject is, what you call satisfying all the 5 conditions, close your eyes and take it. From the perspective of easiness, sociology is known to be the easiest option. From the perspective of safety, safe optional, anthropology is known to be the safest option. From the perspective of scoring, very high score probability and high support in GS, political science and international relations. Very high probability of scoring, mathematics, but zero support in GS. 1 year add karna preparation. In that 1 year, you cannot even think of touching GS, but you will get very good score in mathematics. 340, 350 tak aayega. But GS mein support is zero. So every optional has its plus and minuses. So safest option anthropology, easiest option sociology, good optional with good support PSIR and geography also. Beautiful option. So like that. History, very very good option. Support, highest support in GS, very good support in interview is a history option student. Okay? So you think what is interesting you or where you are connecting with. That's how it can happen. Any questions? Anyone? Free to ask. No question? How come? How to manage time in working employee? Online coaching is very much possible provided you maintain your routine. Online mein the classes will be given live and recorded both. If somebody is sitting here who is planning to take online, classes will be available in live mode and recorded mode. The moment I will press end session, automatically the class goes recorded mode. The moment I go live, the class is on live. Because few students can attend it live also for the benefit of them, so that more interaction is there with the faculty. That's the idea of putting the classes on live mode. Okay? Any questions anybody has? There is one ground rule. Ground rule is not today, every time. When the class is over, I leave the first. Is the rule understood? When the class over, the faculty reserves the right to leave the classroom first. For some reason, some students are coming to him. He will tell you, okay, you guys can leave. ठीक है. Will maintain the decorum in the classroom. No mobile phone usage. Smoking is prohibited in the classroom. Eating food, opening your dabba and starting eating in the classroom is strictly prohibited. We'll give you time to eat, don't worry. You cannot sleep in the classroom because we have given you time to sleep also. Okay, you feel sleepy in the classroom, get up, wash your face and come. Generally students, నేను పడుకోలేదు సార్, నువ్వు పడుకోకపోతే నీ పేరెందుకు తీసుకుంటాను కానీ. So it happens. I used to sleep, trust me. Not these classes, defense. मैं आँख खोल के सो सकता हूँ. I can sleep keeping my eyes open. What I have learned in the army. ठीक है. So don't try to fool me because I know that art also. ठीक है. We'll have a very good bonding, very good relationship. Learn whatever you can extract from the faculty. See, you have paid money and come. I would tell you one thing. Don't take the statement otherwise. You have paid to learn. Learn as much as you can because we are at your command till such time your foundation is not over. Whatever you ask, we are duty bound to give you. Once the foundation is over, you have to seek appointment. So till such time your foundation is going on, be serious with your preparation. Don't get diverted, especially boys. Don't get diverted. Trust me, distractions will come your way. It is only to see whether you can avoid them and go ahead or not. So identify that whatever is coming your way as a distraction, and try to escape that distraction. Okay? And for you girls, no performance anxiety. Take care of your health well. No faltu street fooding outside. Okay? If you are preparing, prepare and eat. If you can't, identify a good mess and register yourself and eat food there. Take care. Less of spices, more of fruit, salads, fiber content food is important. This rule is applicable to all of you. Take care. Eat less, you will feel energetic throughout the day. There is no need to eat 6 times a day the way you generally eat. Take care. You eat 2 times a day, good for 2 square meal, it is fairly good. Anyone having any doubts? You can ask. If not, tomorrow again, what is the time? 6:30, no? Tomorrow class? 6:30 will start your first orientation session on international relations. Okay? Any questions? How come here nobody? I can't leave a class without a doubt. हाँ, come again. क्या बोला? What is the minimum time to read every day? See, parents forgive me who are sitting. When I was a student, no, there is a Gandhi Park nearby. There was a Gandhi Park nearby. And I registered in a study hall opposite to Gandhi Park. I used to sit next to the window and I could see what is happening in the Gandhi Park. One girl and boy used to enter the park 8 o'clock in the morning because the gate used to be opened at 8 in the morning. And 8 o'clock in the evening, the gate used to be closed. They both spent time in the park morning 8 to evening 8 because their interest is there. When you have interest, you stop looking at the watch. You got the answer? You develop affection. UPSC के साथ extra marital affair नहीं हो सकता. You have to marry UPSC. You have to seek divorce from UPSC. You have to marry UPSC. You have to seek divorce from UPSC. If you want to be happy in life, trust me, those who can't make it, even today somewhere in their heart, they feel as if they are missing something in their life. And they have achieved too many things in their life coming out of UPSC. But still दिल में वो कसक रह गई है कि sir UPSC रह गई. Yesterday also I met one of my old acquaintance. He came, sir, when I enter ASHOKNAGAR, my blood starts boiling because I have spent so much time here. This dream of cracking this exam remained. I left this, went into business, I have made fortunes, made millions of money. He says, my father doesn't talk to me even today. I don't have entry to home because I left this and took that path. समझ में आ रही बात? ठीक है? Don't look at watch and study. UPSC 100% commitment. If you can spare 12 hours, study 12 hours. If you can spare 6 hours only for a particular day because of few reasons, study those 6 hours religiously. If you can't spare 1 minute also in a day for any reasons, you are not well, you had some urgent home commitment to do, no problem, forget it, leave it, koi dikkat, nothing will happen in one day. So whatever you can commit, effectively commit. What you can't do anything about it. But for heaven's sake, don't look at clock and study. Heaven's sake, don't look at clock and study. How to gauge whether you have done enough today or not? If you sleep on the bed, you should fall dead on the bed. After going onto the bed, you are not feeling sleepy, left turn, right turn, about turn agar ho rahe ho, it means you have not done enough for the day. That is an indication that you whiled away your time during the day. Trust me, I literally fall dead on the bed. If you are doing that, it means you are utilizing your body full potential. If you are falling dead on the bed, you have done your bit. Good or bad or ugly, leave it. But if you are not falling asleep, there is something wrong. Either the food habit is wrong, the reading habit is wrong, or the lifestyle is wrong. That is an indication that your lifestyle is wrong. Okay? Any other thing? Anyone? Any question from the parents? No questions. So we'll meet tomorrow 6:30. Hopefully. Welcome to the journey of UPSC. Welcome to the journey of madness. Okay? Trust me, you will enjoy the journey. It is my responsibility. Okay? I'll play a lot of psychological games. We'll play games in the classroom. Parents don't take it otherwise. Games are for educational purpose only. So we'll play few psychological games to teach you certain ethical values also in the classroom. I'm known for doing that. Okay? You will thoroughly enjoy that. You will thoroughly enjoy that. Any questions for the last and final time? No questions. Thank you.